Hello, everyone, and welcome to a weekly message from Jesus. Each week we come to you and I channel a live message from our Lord. Connie and I have been sitting here talking with him, so I know that he's ready, and I also know you would much rather hear him than me. So let us just begin. Hello, everyone. Yes, I thoroughly do enjoy coming to speak to you. I enjoy speaking through Barry. I sent him back to do this, and he's doing his best to bring my messages to you and make them available for everyone. He's written a book of my messages. He's written a book about the archangels. He's written about many things. So the opportunity for you to hear my words and to redigest them, or however you want to refer to it, that there are many opportunities to do it. My words are available on his YouTube channel, as you know, and many of you are listening there as well. Today, I'm going to speak to you about something a little different. I don't really think I've ever spoken to you about it before. The Gospels often speak of the second coming of Christ. They think that I am going to return, and when I do, the dead will arise from the grave, which does not really make any sense, because all the dead in the graves, their souls have already entered heaven, so why would I do that? Through the years, the organized religions have decided that if they spoke that I would be returning, they could use it to their own advantage. They could prepare the people for it. And for thousands of years, people have been thinking that the time was coming. Sadly, the people have been misled in that. If you want to be technical about it, I've already had the second coming. I walked the earth in human form, and then I resurrected, and I came to my followers and my disciples, and I gave them messages how I wanted them to carry forward. So I guess technically, if you look at it that way, I've already come the second time. And I have no ambition to come back again in that form. Now, I'm not saying that I might not choose to come back in another form if humans can truly benefit from me walking among them once more. But I want you to think of this in another way. I've told all of you that there's a spark of my energy in your heart. I know that all of you are listening believe that and understand it. I've told you that spark of energy is the common sense, that if you open your heart and allow that energy to come out, that it will help lead you and you can use that energy. But have you ever thought it this way? For each and every one of you, when you open your heart and allow my energy to come forth, that is a coming of Christ within each of you. So each of you have the ability to have the second coming or the third coming of Christ. You can do it through simply opening your heart and allow my energy to come forth. So all of you have a very unique ability. You can each make the biblical prophecy come true, except it's not going to be in the way that it's written. My energy coming forth in you is an individual thing. All you have to do is decide to follow me, to love others, and to do all the things that make you a better person. And when you do that, you experience the third coming of Christ. So each of you can have an individual coming. I hope that makes sense to you. I don't think I've ever explained it quite like that before. But there's never going to be a time that I return and destroy humanity. Why would I do that? I love humans. I created them. I've watched you evolve. It's taking me millions of years to prepare the planet for you. So why would I do that? Now, of course, I talk to you each week about the evil individuals that have mass destructive abilities. Many of them wage war. They have nuclear weapons where they can kill millions. So it is possible that an evil person could do it. There are even individuals that have made up a faith that tells them that if they kill Christians or people that don't believe in their faith, that they'll return to heaven and have great benefits from it. You need to really fear that those people, and I'm referring to them as people because they're human, if they would come up with a nuclear weapon, they would in all probability use it because they've convinced themselves that that is what their God wants of them. That is so very, very foolish. However you refer to me, there is no way I would want you to have mass destruction under your abilities and have you carried it out. It saddens me when I see wars where hundreds of thousands of the young men are being killed, the young women, where properties are destroyed, where individuals are driven from their homes, sometimes have to go to a foreign country and try to exist. Wars are terrible. I would love to see wars go away, to stop. But in order for that to take place, humans have to change. They have to change very radically. Now, those of you that listen to my words and follow them, you know how it works. You know that if you follow them, the rewards that you have will be in heaven. But if you don't believe in me, then you're free to do what you wish. Now, all of you are free to do what you wish. It's your free will. I talk about it every week. But those of you that take time to listen to my words and follow them, you're using your free will to do what I want of you, and your rewards come to you in heaven. I pretty basically tell you that every week. But if you don't believe in me and you use your free will to do evil, then you will be judged for the harm that you do, because your soul is going to return to heaven, whether you believe in me or not. You can use your free will not to believe, but all that is leading you away from the reality of my existence, the existence of God in any form or name you wish to call, and the existence of heaven, which I've told you is my greatest miracle. So, what can we do to bring more people to the reality that living a good life, showing love is the best path for you? Many of the individuals that are waging evil upon others are some of the most unhappy people in the world. They may have great wealth, they may have many mansions, they may have yachts or whatever they want, but they are living in fear. Many of them have surrounded themselves with security forces to make certain that nobody takes their life. But there'll be a time that their life is taken, when their lifeline runs out, or when they do something or they antagonize those under them. They'll either be killed or they'll die naturally. No matter how much security you place around you, your time of passing will come. Security, it may keep others from taking your life prematurely, but the only security that you really have is what's in your heart, my energy. If you open your heart and that energy comes forth, you are secure in knowing that when you return to heaven, you're going to be greeted because you're going to be doing all of the things that I want you to do. Sadly, that those who don't believe in me, their greeting is going to be a bit different, but they're coming to heaven. They have no choice in the matter. They'll see their guides, and their guides are going to point out all the things that they did wrong, and they'll be put in an appropriate level. But they're certainly not going to be allowed to advance. Those of you who have opened your heart, you're the ones that will be allowed to advance in the realms. Those that turn against me, those that speak against me, they're going to be treated well in heaven. Heaven, all the realms are a miracle. The upper realms are a place where you can do much more, where you can be more efficient in serving me from the other side. So there's great benefits to living a good life when you're in incarnate form. Why is it that so many people turn against me? Well, obviously they use their free will to do things that I would rather not have them do, but I allow it. I tell each and every one of you, when you get up in the morning and put your feet on the floor, that's a blessing. I've given you another day of life in which you can use it any way you wish. Many of you choose to use it listening to my words, and I love you for it. Many go out and try to figure out how they can make more money, how they can hurt others, how they can inflict their will upon them. Those are the ones that are truly not going to be rewarded in heaven as you are. But you know that. It's so easy to see them, isn't it? All you have to do is turn on your television or watch social media. The leaders, many of the leaders have taken faith out of the public venue. Many people have taken the words of God out of the political bodies. They say you must be neutral, that all people must be treated equally. And they're right in one way. But when you're stopping individuals from believing, from worshiping in the way they want, you're doing something that I do not want you to do. You're leading them away. You're hurting them. Many people need me. Many people need to believe in God because that is the only path to which they can find personal happiness. Everyone needs me. Many people think they don't. Many people, as I say, don't believe. And if you don't believe, you feel you don't need God. But really you do. Everyone needs the guidance. Everyone needs the foundation of faith that I talk to you about every week. If you have the foundation of faith, then you will be unshakable in traveling the path that I want you to travel. Many of you ask continuously in prayer and say, Father, what more can I do to serve you? I try to give you advice, but usually what happens is we will change circumstances to help you, to help guide you and lead you. You may run into one of my messages on Barry's YouTube channel, for instance. You may be clicking through or whatever you do with that machine that you have, and maybe one of my messages pop up. Have you ever thought that maybe that was not a coincidence? Maybe I am trying to lead you to messages that will help serve your life in a better way. All of you can serve me so easily. Those of you that are listening do. You speak to others. You may pass on Barry's books. You may tell others about the wonderful messages that you hear. You may do all of the things that are so simple to do. Many of you are going out and you're doing more difficult things. You may be writing a book about me. You may be talking to others. You may have started your own social media channel. You may be doing all of the things that will help you reach other people. It's very simple. You can pass on any of my messages. There's nothing stopping you from downloading them and putting them on your own social media channels and using them in any way you can. I want you to do your best. Many of you are, and I'm very proud of you, and I bless you for it. Many of you wonder how much more you can do, and maybe there is little because you're doing so much. Maybe there is more, maybe there's a lot, but that is always up to you to make your decision. You're the ones that have to decide how you want to use the remaining days of your life. Many of you are using them in an incredible manner. Many of you possibly could do more, but I'm not trying to criticize any of you that are listening. I want you to learn as much about me as you can. My messages are the best way to learn. Go back and listen to some of the old messages that I've given. There's plenty of them available. You may find that I'm very boring and I keep saying the same thing. Well, as I speak to you and tell you, my message is very simple. I could probably sum everything up in a minute. Don't do anything you don't want done to yourself. Show love to others. Be kind. Show the happiness that you feel in your heart. I could go on for a little longer, but my teachings are so very simple. It's so simple to find happiness. It's so simple to do all the common sense things that I want you to do. Many people complicate it. They think that if they have an advanced education, it may show them God does not exist. There are many of the people in the colleges, the universities that teach the young, that are teaching them that there's no way they can be a God. There's no way they can be a dimension of heaven. But they're just showing their stupidity. They think they're brilliant, but they're really among the dumbest. Some of the people that have the least education love me the best. They know in their hearts what is true. They know there is heaven. They know there is God. And they know that they want to live a good life. That's really all they have to know. And then you take those that have studied for many, many years, read all the great books, memorized the formulas that they know cannot be changed. What they should try to do is come up with a formula that explains my resurrection. That'd slow them up, wouldn't it? Because no one can explain it. No one can duplicate it. That was my second coming, as I was talking to you about earlier. The third coming lies in the choice that all of you make when you open your heart and my energy comes forth and you live the life that I want you to live. So everything's very personal. Everything is up to you. It's always your free will. Many of you that are listening, you use your free will in a magnificent way. You use it to help others. Many people use it to simply worship the God of money, the God of greed, the God of power. And when you do you realize that you're worshiping evil energies? Now, just because you have great wealth does not mean that you're evil. Don't misunderstand me. I want you to use the extra wealth to help others. I want you to use it to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I'm not telling you to live in poverty. I'm telling you to enjoy your life. Fulfill what you want to fulfill. Take your family on vacations, travel with them, show the love that you have for them. These are all things I want you to do. But if you have excess funds, there are so many people that are having trouble making ends meet. Your politicians have pretty much assured that poverty is rampant. They could do more. Oh, they could do so much more, but they choose not to. Many of your politicians are some of the richest people around. They weren't when they started, but they are now. Maybe there's a clue there. The people need to understand who is going to serve them and who is not. All of you know what it takes to serve others. All of you know what it takes to be who I want you to be. All of you know what it's like to be blessed by me. You hear me every week. I say, I bless all of you. And many of you feel the energy when I speak those words. And many of you thrive upon that blessing. You know that every day that you have, every day that you can do what you want to do is a blessing. You have no idea when the last day comes, as I tell you. But when it comes, it will be the greatest day of your life. I want you to never fear death. Yes, grief is very real, and you will miss those that pass. There's no way around that, because grief is an important lesson. You must learn how to get over grief, how to overcome it, because you will suffer grief many, many times in your life. You must learn how to work with depression. Many people are very depressed over what is taking place, and rightfully so. but you must understand what you can do to influence the happiness in your own lives and those around you. And that is simply to open your heart to God. Go out and enjoy the miracles that I have blessed everyone with. When you look in the mirror, you're looking at a miracle. You came from two cells. What you do with that miracle is up to you. Open your heart and enjoy the third coming of Christ. It's very easy. Follow my words. Don't do anything you don't want done to yourself. Show love. Tell the young about me. Tell the young about how to find true happiness. It does not come through drugs or through violence. It comes through love and happiness. All of these things will make the world a better place. You may not see it in this life, but you will sow the seeds when you help the young for future. The young are the leaders of the future. Guide them well, because what they do will certainly determine what happens to humans. So thank you so much once again for listening. Thank you for tuning. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for telling others of my messages and my words. Thank you for opening your heart and allowing me to come forth once more. I bless each and every one of you that listen. I love all of you. Goodbye, and have a blessed week. Wow. He hinted to us a little earlier about each individual has the ability to have the coming of Christ within them. So I'm happy he talked about it today. I suspected he would, and he always fulfills my expectations. Show the love that you know how to show. Love God, build the foundation. We'll be back again next week. We'll be doing this as long as we're physically able. So thank you so much. Love God, and all will be well. Thank you.